I'm Daniel Reichik, founder, executive director of Asperger Works. I'm president of the board of directors, and I'd like to introduce you to Andrew, one of our board members, who will describe about us more.
Hi. At Asperger Works, our motto is putting autism to work, and we are an organization committed to helping people on the autism spectrum find suitable and rewarding employment. The amount of unemployment and underemployment, especially in the autism community, is it's very widespread because of stereotypes and stigma for the most part, and a lot of it also has to do with not being able to pass job interviews, not being adequately prepared for a career. So if there's anything we can do to help people develop the skills they need to get a job and then keep the job, then we'll do that.
Yeah, and by various ways, we're going to be providing each of our clients with long-term job coaches / mentors, which, let's say they have a problem at their work, the employer would contact the mentor / job coach and try to solve the issue and before the person, our client, gets fired. Okay, this event we're having tonight, our first annual Dinner of Hope fundraising dinner, will hopefully we could raise money to actually start providing services. That's why we're doing this.
The amount of, if not underemployment, certainly unemployment in this community is huge, and I've been in this position before. I've been in the position where I haven't had a job, or if I've had a job, it was far from rewarding. So there are a lot of people like me out there who still need help. Exactly, and the sooner we raise our money, the sooner we can help those who most need it.
Okay, we're going to be covering the whole Merrimack Valley, and as we continue, get more funds throughout Massachusetts and then New England and who knows what. Please, if you'd like more information, please visit us at www.aspergerworks.org or email us at info@aspergerworks.org.
Squeeze really tight, really tight. Ah, it's tight. Okay, just put your hand over here. Oh my
God! Hi, I'm Marcos Dever, State Representative, and I'm here supporting Asperger's work. This is a great cause.
I'm Rep. DeZoglio. I'm here tonight at the Elks Lodge. We're having a great time at the Asperger Works fundraiser organized by the Radchick family. A great family supporting a great cause here tonight. We have a bunch of elected officials here, amazing members from the community coming out to support our most vulnerable citizens, those who need support, services in the area of getting jobs, getting educational support, and just having somebody else there to lend a helping hand. The cause of this organization is so important, and they're doing a great job just coming out to support here tonight and to say thank you to the Radchick family and to Asperger Works.
If you can come up here, I want to give you a certificate of recognition from the city of Lawrence. So Dan has a great name. There's no bias there.
No, I know.
But more importantly, he has a great heart, and I think Lisa as well, and the whole family. But this is a certificate of recognition presented to Asperger Works, In celebration and recognition of Asperger Works-Dinner of Hope, your valued commitment to servicing the individualized needs for adults with autism spectrum disorder by providing employment-related services and valued training in a caring and open environment, we want to thank you so much for making Lawrence better. From me, Dan Rivera, Mayor of City of Lawrence, October 2nd, 2015.
Thank you very much.
Come on in close. I'll close with this. This is difficult to do, supporting organizations and to do a fundraiser like this. I know that because we raise money all the time to be candidates. So to get a group of people together on a Friday night and support an organization like this is a very big accomplishment. So I want everyone who is involved in it, thank you so much. You should be very proud. Make sure that by the way, if you haven't written a check, write a check. $25, $30, doesn't matter, $50, $150. Please write it because this thing is very important. All right? So thank you so much. I'm Dan Rivera, Mayor of City of Lawrence. Thank you so much. The Brian thing threw me off. I'm sorry. I'm still moved by this thing I didn't even know. We have a brand new city, new senator that represents our city at the State House. But she's new as a senator, but she's always been there. A couple years ago as a state representative, but always as an advocate for our city. So when she got reelected last year, it was really exciting for us because she knew she was going to have somebody who's going to fight really hard for the things that matter for our city, but things that matter in her life as well. Sometimes people who get elected don't have all the things happening in our lives, in their lives that happen in our lives. But I think that when it comes for adults with disabilities, children with disabilities, I think we have a special champion in our state senator, and it's an honor for me as Mayor of City of Lawrence to introduce Barbara Italian, our state senator.
The reason I guess I've been asked to be the keynote speaker is because this is a very personal thing for me as well. I have a 25-year-old son named Rudy who has Asperger's also. And what Daniel and Lisa and Eva are trying to do is quite simply something that would benefit my 25-year-old son, who is quirky as the day is long, and engaging and interesting, and has very deep knowledge on some very narrow subjects. It's what makes him who he is. Loves politics. Thank God for former Rep. Dave Teresi, who would sometimes have to rein him in because he'd be a little too vocal on Facebook about some of his ideas. But you know, Rudy is wonderfully enriches my life, his 3 siblings' lives, my husband Kevin's life. But the reality is it's been very, very difficult for him, and I think it's a story that anyone with someone with Asperger's will agree. Trying to match up the unique skill set that people with Asperger's bring to the table to meaningful employment, not you know, banding up coat hangers, not cleaning floors. Those are work. Work is to be, you know, prized and whatever, but a lot of these kids are incredibly intelligent, and it's very, very challenging to find meaningful work for them. And so, as I said, my 25-year-old has had one job in his entire life. My husband and I went out and found that for him. God bless the person who employed him, but he wasn't a great businessman, and the business closed, so he's back to being unemployed. Our state systems were not really set up to help people that were above 70 IQ, and a hallmark of Asperger's is that many of these folks have incredible intellect, off the charts IQ testing, but still need a lot of assistance, support, mentoring, job matching skills, all of this stuff. I've done a little bit to change the state law, so now folks above 70 IQ will have an opportunity to have some assistance, but the fact remains that the challenges are very real. So I'm not telling Daniel anything he doesn't know, but you know, I really wanted to be here and lend my support tonight because what he's trying to do, what the core of his mission is simply to recognize the outstanding talents, abilities of people with Asperger's, try to help them gain meaningful employment, and to make sure that they keep the job, because oftentimes there are great issues among folks with Asperger's in keeping employment. Getting a job may not be difficult, maintaining a job, very difficult. And so how we do that is going to be a real challenge. I admire Daniel and Lisa and Eva for taking up this mantle. And you know, I look forward to supporting them and advising them and helping them in any way that I can, as I know you all will too. And as Dan so wonderfully said, Lisa and Dan and Eva and Mr. Ratchik, who I really don't know as well, I apologize. I actually got to know Eva through Democratic politics in Haverhill, because she was an activist, and there's a whole Haverhill Dem table back there. They're awesome. Yeah. So I got to know Eva first before I got to meet both Lisa and Dan. But you know, the dedication that they bring to everything, you know, their optimism, because you need optimism to be successful, is just palpable. And so I think it's what draws people to them. I think it's why we're all here. And so I hope that next year we all will tell 10 of our friends to come and be part of this celebration and continue to build this. As Dan said, I think if we all can dig deep and help with some of the seed money to get this going, I think that'll be a wonderful thing. So on behalf of my family and my son Rudy in particular, I really do want to thank them for the work they're doing. And I'd like to ask Daniel and Lisa to come up so that I can present a citation from the Senate. And I think it's very telling how humble this young lady is, that she's blown away that we would even think to ask her up here, right? I mean, like, come on. Give me a hug, first of all.
Thank you so much.
So, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts State Senate official citation. Be it known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to Asperger Works Incorporated in recognition of the first annual Dinner of Hope to support employment-related services and training for adults with autism spectrum disorders. And be it further known that the Massachusetts Senate extends best wishes for continued success, that this citation be duly signed by the President of the Senate and attested to, and a copy thereof transmitted by the Clerk of the Senate. Signed by President of the Senate Stan Rosenberg, Clerk of the Senate William Welch, myself, Barbara L'Italian. Thank you.
I'd like now to introduce Senator Marcos Devers. No, I mean State Rep Marcos Devers, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize because you dance merengue. Yes, our leader is Senator Barbara L'Italian. I'm gonna be brief. I only can say that I love this family. Sometimes I just say the joke that I adopt some last names, so I could say that I'm Marcos Devers Reichek. So I have a lot of gratefulness for this family, and I won't repeat what previous speakers say. And I'm so grateful to Lisa, a great deal. She's been a great activist, and she deserves all those accolades and more of a round of applause. Why not? Okay, this is on behalf of Asperger Works, and I'm gonna read it, and I want the entire board to come to have the picture with me too, because I would be jealous, okay? So, and it says, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the House of Representatives, Be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to Asperger Works in recognition of its contributions on behalf of adults on the autism spectrum. The entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope for future good fortune and continued success in all endeavors. Given this second day of October 2015 at the State House, Boston, Massachusetts, signed by the Speaker of the House, Robert A. DeLeo, my colleague Frank Egmoran, my colleague that was here before, Diana DiZoglio, and Marcos Devers, this gentleman, friend of Lisa and Dan.
Thank you so much.
Gracias.
They have a picture now with the
Mr. Mayor. Friend. Senator, wherever you are. Oh, there you are. Please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I don't know which one is which.
too?
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
doing his raffle
okay.
tickets. That's important too.
Okay, so while we are waiting for, I don't know whose this is. Oh, this is Mayor, so we will put that aside for the moment. But don't go away after you get this, because there's why we have something else. Oh, there you
Sorry.
are. Okay, well, now you're going to wait.
I will wait, no worries.
Okay, because of their support for us, because of everything that, that we believe in, they are with us, we decided, our whole board, to make these three lovely people honorary members of our board of directors. So this is for Fran, but don't go away. This is for you.
Thank you very much.
And this last but not least is for you. But wait.
Hold on, it doesn't stop there. There's more.
There's more.
There's more. There is more. Okay. Now wait a second. Somewhere here I have the... It's so good that I don't have my glasses on and I don't see anything.
I'll give you a hint. The big one's
Okay.
9.
I know.
I see a letter B.
This is for Barbara. You can tell it's me who did this wrapping. So we would like you to have our
Oh.
T-shirt.
Very nice, thanks. Very nice. Very good. Who came up with the logo? It's beautiful.
It's a
The
pretty logo.
logo.
Very good.
Yeah,
Wait, way to go, Douglas.
Very
That's
nice.
nice.
yeah, very nice.
Okay, so this may be yours here that that was yours without anything on it.
It's going to make it to the mayor's office.
There you go, absolutely.
This is for you, my dear. Thank you very much for giving us Brian.
Nice.
Oh.
Sweet.
And Mr. Mayor, he said if you give me a T-shirt, should I tell them what you told me?
What'd I say?
You told me to make sure that it's an extra large. So here is your extra large.
Very nice.
And thank you so much for your support, for your caring.
Thank you.
And we love you.
Thank you.
And this was the only way that we could all show our feelings for you.
Thank you.
Thank you
very
so much.
And this is not just, this is the whole entire board.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Rachel Chambers, and we coerced her to sing for us because she's amazing. It's all yours, kiddo.
All right. Hello. I'm going to be singing Billie Holiday, Pennies from Heaven. It's a uplifting song. I'm a person who's very spiritual, so I believe that when you're down in the dumps and things are not going right, you look to the heavens. Every time
Yes, clap. You'll find your fortune falling all over the town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Drink before a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run or retreat. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Clap if you want. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Yes, you feel it? Da-da-da-da-da. La-la-la-la-la. Da-dum-dum-dum-dum. Take the bar, package of, yes, put a smile on your face, sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run or retreat. There'll be pennies from heaven. Woo! Yes! For you and me. Pennies from heaven. God bless you.
Hello, my name is Fran Kucha, and I had a son in 1968. His name was Paul Brian Noble, and we called him Brian. And Brian lived most of his life with heart disease. He was diagnosed at birth and was in severe trauma within a week or so, and it went downward from there because he was born in 1968, and that was a time when there was no help for heart disease. Nobody knew exactly what to do for him. And so we brought him back from Norfolk, Virginia, where he lived, to Boston, to Children's Hospital. And I thought for sure they would just take him and fix him. And they sent me home and said, you know, I was just a nervous mother, and if he was still sick in a month, to bring him back. Well, he didn't make it a month. It was 2 weeks, and we brought him back, and he went into his first open heart surgery at the age of 6 months and experienced severe brain injury. He was in a coma after that for a good 2 months and came home just under a year old. He was back to not being able to walk, eat, just about anything any other baby would do. And so we had to start from scratch. They advised me to put him in a nursing home, and I said no. I said no, I couldn't do that. Well, he won't live past 6. Well, that be the case, then he'll be home with me when it happens. And so I took him home, and there was no help. There was nothing. I mean, it was terrifying. I was afraid for many, many years. I know what it is to be a parent with no answers. I know what it is to be a parent who won't give up. I wound up having my son for 47 years. He went through 7 open heart surgeries. He went through 2 severe brain injuries. The last one was in 2003, and that one he could not fully recover from. Brian, with all of his difficulties, lived his entire life trying to have what everyone else has. His dream was to be a railroad engineer, and he never gave that dream up, not to the last day. That was all he ever wanted to do. Even though it was difficult for him to find jobs, we would mentor him and help him find jobs. He would never miss a day. He wasn't the greatest worker anyone ever had, but people just loved him and they tolerated him and they allowed us to mentor him through his work. He never missed a day. Never missed a day of school, even though he went through a lot of difficulty with other children and, you know, being afraid of them a lot. But he got up every day and he went. So I look at Brian's life and I think, wow, I don't know if I could have done what he did, but I know that I supported him. I know that he accomplished things that meant a lot to him, and they may not be big and significant to other people, but he became a well-known pool player. And it just thrilled him that he could play pool and beat anybody. And he, you know, he played darts and he played horseshoes and he went hunting with friends. He also climbed Mount Shikoro once with his uncles, and they both were terrified to take him. Will he be all right? I said, yep, you better get your breath on because he'll be up there before you, and he was. He just couldn't believe they couldn't keep up with him. There was a lot he was able to do, and we never told him he couldn't. He even tried going to college and wanted very badly to be in landscaping. And so we went down and we met with Essex Aggie and talked with them, and they agreed to take him. Even though he graduated at a ninth grade level, they agreed to take him and see what he could do. And he was the first person with the disability he had to do that. And he lasted 2 months, and one day he sat down with me at the kitchen table and he said, Ma, I don't think I can do this. And I said, Brian, you can do this. The difference is it's going to take you a whole lot longer, and we're going to have to get you some help. But if it's what you want, we can do it. And he said, no, I think it's way above what I can do. And so he moved on and found a different job and let it go. But I have to say, when he had his heart attack in 2003, it took him to a place that he couldn't recover from. It took me to the same place as a parent. And I knew that we were not going to be able to survive this together. We needed more. So I sued the state of Massachusetts, along with hundreds of other parents, because they were not funding people with this type of brain injury. It was all going to traumatic injury. None of it was going to people with strokes and oxygen deprivation. And so there was nothing to help him. I couldn't keep him at home anymore because I couldn't get help for him because I taught him how to walk again. So I moved him to a nursing home because I was told as long as he was at home, I would not be able to find any help. So I went to nursing home day after day after day for 2 years, and he regressed so far that I really thought we were going to lose him. And I finally started looking out of state, and I moved him to Crotchet Mountain, and they had what they called a brain injury unit, which they still do, and people, you know, I hate to say this because I love the people at Crotchet Mountain, but there is no such thing as a good brain injury unit anywhere. They don't know what to do with somebody who's given up, who's hopeless, who is hurting. And so I went to the stretch of a meeting with the coordinator of all of the funding and resources for Crotchet Mountain. And I did it when I was very distressed one night and leaving the building. And we talked for 3 hours, and 2 weeks later, my son was on the list for full funding for enhanced family living. And that's when I learned that you can't just sit there and not make people hear, no matter what it takes, as a parent, as a sister, as a brother, as a wife. You have to speak up. You have to make yourself heard, no matter what that means. And because I was finally courageous enough to do that, my son wound up living with the loveliest family, 8 miles from home. He was the only client, and he was funded for the rest of his life. And I was able to go on being his mother and being with him whenever we could and whenever he wanted to be with us. So my mission in life has always been to help Brian find his way and just have some peace and joy and satisfaction with his life. I don't know if we really accomplished that, but I know that he was much happier than I expected him to be. I just know that there are many, many people out there who need our help. And I won't give that up. That will be my last thing on this earth. We won our lawsuit, by the way. Massachusetts now funds all people with anoxic brain injury equally. And I received one of the first letters from the state announcing that we won the lawsuit. And 4 years later, I received a letter telling me that the first 5 young adults were taken out of nursing homes and placed in enhanced family living in this state. So it's worth the work and it's worth the fight. And I will continue to do that for as long as I can, whether it's for Asperger's or heart disease or whatever the disability. It doesn't matter to me, because you know what? We all have disabilities. Some are invisible and some are not.
Who would like to be a magician? I need someone bigger, sweetie. I'm so sorry. She's going to be a brilliant magician. But I need an adult who wants to be a magician. Someone please volunteer. Dan, thank you very much. Come on up. Awesome. Now, Dan, you are about to become a magician. Okay? What I have here is a magician simulator. This is going to turn you into a magician, very similar to like a flight simulator, okay? So, Dan, would you please turn your back to the audience, and I apologize. I have to turn my back too. Dan, this is what's going to happen to you. Are you okay? Yep, okay, very good. So, we'll just, you can just relax, put your hands down. There's not much you have to do except become amazing, okay? Very good. Please have your cameras ready. We'll put that there, got that there, okay? Dan, I think you're ready. Yes, I'm ready. Okay, 1, 2, 3, Dan the Magnificent! Thank you very much, thank you very much. I am so excited. Yes, indeed, Stephanie, I'm going to kill you. What? No, nothing. Okay, well, listen, I want you to do a magic trick. I want to do a trick. Okay, I want to do a trick. I want a deck of cards. Oh, I have a deck of cards. Dan, here's a deck of cards. Thank you very much. All right, now I'm going to take the cards out of the deck. Take them out. Go ahead. Yes, I'm taking them out of the deck. Look at me take them. I'm so good at this. Yes. Oh, this is magic. This is magic. No, it's not like the magician put these in hard to make this hard. Each, you're a jerk. No, wait. There you go. Great. All right, now I'm going to fan the cards face down. And Stephanie, I want you to pick a card, any card. Oh, pick a card? Don't show me. I won't show you. No, your card is the Jack of Spades. Yay! Oh, no. I'm sorry. No, you got to do better than that. He has to do better than that, right? Yeah, okay, tell you what. All right, tell you what. Stephanie, adjust my nose. Oh, sure. There you go. Is that better? That's better, thank you. Okay, now, Stephanie, think of a card. Oh, me think of a card? Think of a card. Okay, I've got the card. Good, think of it. Now I'm going to shuffle the deck. Watch me shuffle. I
Look at these shoulders, Dick. I get shuffling crazy. I'm a shuffler. Yes, indeed, I'm shuffling. Stephanie?
Yes.
Stick out your hand. Palm up.
Oh, okay.
I have the card you were thinking of.
You do?
I'm going to put it on.
No, I don't want to see it.
All right.
Put it on my hand.
I'm going to put it on your hand.
Okay. There, good. This is the card?
That's the card.
You sure that's the card?
That's the card.
Okay.
What card were you thinking of?
Well, I was thinking of like the 4 of maybe clubs.
Damn the magnificent! Thank you!
Now, part of magic is being able to do crazy things like that, but also I can memorize whole books. Like this book here, who likes Sherlock Holmes? Sherlock Holmes, people like Sherlock Holmes? Who would like to challenge me in a book test? Who would like to challenge me in a book test? Anybody? One person, come on up. Come on up, give a round of applause. Thank you. What's your name, sir? Orlando? Yes. Nice to meet you. Now, what I have here is the complete adventures of Sherlock Holmes. I have memorized this book. I only got it out of the library a couple days ago. And what we're going to do is this. I'm going to have you pick any page at all. Make it a high page so I don't cheat. But we're going to go back to back, okay? And I want to make sure that I don't cheat. Even though you're kind of tall, you can feel my shoulders up against, not the butt, okay? You can feel my shoulders up against you, right? Now, please, what I want you to do next is turn to a page, pick out any page at all. Okay, you got a page number? Could you tell me the page number so I can see if I can call it up? What's the, yeah, tell me the page number. 178. 178. 178. 78. Does it start with the thought of it? Yes. It does? Okay, that started me laughing just now. Is that kind of a long paragraph? And is there a paragraph under that says, this is very unexpected turn of events, of affairs? Is that it? Yes? And at the last paragraph, does it say something like, by the way, doctor, I shall want your cooperation? Is that about right? Is that amazing? Is that incredibly amazing? That's pretty good. Thank you very much. It's almost as if I had the same book right here. Well, what page did you turn to? Okay, 178. Let's turn to page 178. By the way, page 178 is completely blank. Thank you very much. Well, I'm going to finish up with another of Harry Houdini's most famous illusions. Now, we all remember Harry Houdini as he would shackle himself with chains, throw himself into a straitjacket, into a chest, into the icy waters, and escape. I ain't gonna do that. First of all, I'm not that stupid. I don't look good in a straitjacket. But I am going to escape from something that you have never, ever seen anyone escape from before. I'm going to escape from a yellow windbreaker. Isn't that amazing? I can do this. I need 2 people to help me out. 2 tall gentlemen, please. If you're tall and you want to volunteer, please come up. Yes, okay, we have 2. Thank you so much. Hardware store, they just don't know it yet. And these are good change, right? Okay, great. I'll take the lock. Oh, you locked it? Okay. I'm getting way up high. Yeah, the two up there, yeah. Get me in pretty good. I don't want to escape. Count to 10 for me in 10 seconds. Who would volunteer to help me out, please? It's okay. I'll go up like this. Is that better? Those, and would you stand right over there, Dan? Would you guys grab these handles, okay? Now here's what I'm going to ask you to do, and there's the other handle. When I say 1, I want you to bring it up to my chest. When I say 2, I want you to bring it up to my head. And when I say 3, I want you to bring it up. I'm almost there. I almost got it. That was close. I'm halfway there. That was pretty good. Ah, this hurts. Okay. David Blaine was in the same situation. No, it wasn't you. It was me. David Blaine did this same escape in 1 minute and 40 seconds. I'm going to do it in 10. Gentlemen, would you take the... Again, ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
One Mississippi.
Oh, Dan, start from 1. Dan, start from 1.
One Mississippi.
Okay, I'm almost done. I don't think I'm improving here. I don't think I've got it. Okay, I'm going to give it one more try. Dan, you can sit down. Gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to bring it up, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and when I say go, I want you to drop the curtain. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! I made it. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Stephanie Beach, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for letting me entertain you tonight. Now go win some raffle tickets.
This is heavy. Hurry up.